So there's a lot of characters in Murder Drones, and I randomly got the idea while I was watching Omni-Man beat the ever-loving hell out of his own son. Which characters from Murder Drones could kill Omni-Man? Welcome back to another video in the titular Zenless 12 talks about Murder Drones series. Also, we're less than 80 subs away from getting 1,000 subscribers, so please, if you like the content, just subscribe. It's literally a 2-second click. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a rundown on what categories we have. Okay, so we have Kills Omni-Man. Basically, whoever in the series could kill Omni-Man goes here, which is not a lot of people. Then we have 50-50, those guys that I really just can't decide whether they'd win or not, so I'm just gonna throw them there. And then last but not least, we have Omni-Man pulverizes the ever-loving hell out of him. Alright, okay, let's start off with this little psycho. First off, no. This person, like, this character, I've already forgotten their name. I don't know much about them other than that they have knife tail, and they have, like, they're like a weird half, I don't even know what they are. This pretty much is just a person. Dead. So, Bo is pretty interesting because he's kind of like on a similar power level to a disassembly drone. So that's kind of like an interesting thing, but he still probably gets folded like an omelet. I feel like gets folded like an omelet. This, again, just another dude. Yeah, like I said, just another dude. I don't think, what is it, IDF? I think IDF. I don't think IDF would be able to do much against Omni-Man, considering they don't even have guns. And the first thing they do when they see a disassembly drone is just kind of run the opposite direction. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna save you for last. Bro, he's dead. Okay, alright. This is where it gets interesting. Okay? This is where it gets interesting. So this is Doll. So Doll. Alright, very funny case for Doll here. Okay, hold on, I should probably redo that. So Doll's a very interesting case because she's got Absolute Solver. Absolute Solver basically just makes it an instant win. And the reason why is because they could just conjure black holes. Although I don't think I've ever seen Doll conjure a black hole. They also have, like, levitation powers, so they could probably just, like, stop Omni-Man dead in his tracks. Hello, it's Editing Me, here to talk about this because past me did not do a good job at all because he got 2 hours of sleep. Another thing that Doll has is teleportation, which could easily make it very, very difficult for Omni-Man to even be able to do anything. We've seen the horrible matchup between Omni-Man and Cecil, where Cecil completely embarrassed this planet-destroying psychopath. So who's to say that Doll can't do the same thing? And considering she could also pull bullets straight out of her forehead, I feel like I gave the wrong answer here. Although at the same time, this man could dropkick someone with the force of a nuclear bomb, so I don't know. You know what, now that I think about it, my vote was correct. I don't think I've ever seen her make a black hole, so I think I'm just gonna put her in 50-50. And I think this is Yeva's parents, or like, I don't know what the story is, because that's Doll's parents. I don't know who this is. Is this Doll's dad? Because if it's Doll's dad, I'm throwing him and Omni-Man wins. He's getting canned. Her mom, or maybe a surrogate mom or something like that. I don't even know. I'm just gonna throw them in there for now because I don't really know. Dude, this is just a regular person. This is just a person. They're screwed. They're dead. Ladderbot 5000. You know what? I'm gonna give him a 50-50 because I don't think words could describe how masculine this man is. He's a 50-50 chance of beating him at least. Omni-Man would obviously have to try really, really, really hard to kill Ladderbot 5000. I think it's a 50-50, roughly. Just a 50-50. Who are you? These are just dudes. Same thing with you. You didn't even survive past, like, or episode 2. Khan is very interesting. I might actually make a video on Khan because I think there's more to Khan than meets the eye. I think Khan is kind of like, I feel like Khan has like a Batman effect. Like if he had time to think about something or like think of a strategy, he could probably do something with Omni-Man. Also, Uzi's laser, he managed to redesign the entire laser and basically turn it into a more handheld weapon, which is kind of like, okay. So yeah, I don't know, I'd give it a 50-50. I feel like I really think that if he had time to think about it, because like in episode 8, like the last episode, he was actually like, what caused him to swap his brain function like that, because he's normally a dickhead.
Part 2A. Check the perimeter.
Mr. Doorman, sir?
Bad crowd, those murder drones. Destroying ways off the planet. My wife. My daughter having interests beyond cannibalism and Nightcore.
I'm just gonna throw them both in there too. She's dead. He's dead. Nori's an interesting case because Nori can actually like use levitation powers and stuff like that with Absolute Solver. Hello, it's me again. This was probably one of the most difficult to edit sections of the entire video. Once again, I would like to reiterate, I recorded this with 2 hours of sleep. Nori basically wins because of one simple reason. She could summon black holes. So yeah, Omni-Man is really strong, but I don't think he could survive getting squished down to the size of an atom by a black hole. And although we haven't seen her core form summon black holes in order to fight, like, Sin or something, I still think we can give her the benefit of the doubt and just say that she probably could if she wanted to. Now, in the video, I did not put her in Kills Omni-Man because 2 hours of sleep, that's why, yeah. And also she could survive in space and has been thrown into space and stuff like that, so 50-50 on that one. No, stop. Really? Who the hell are you? Nice. I don't get you. I don't get why you're here. No, still no. Alright, okay. Interesting people time. So the funny thing about this is, they're really hard to kill. Omni-Man would probably consider them cockroaches, because they're like really, really annoying to kill. These things, like, you can rip them all apart, and as long as their core survives, it's all good. Like, it would have to be an Absolute Solver related thing in order for something to even happen. So for that reason, I'm gonna throw him in Omni-Man wins. The teacher would probably bore Omni-Man to death or die trying. This is a child. What is his name? Thad, I think. I don't. He's dead, bro. Who are you? You're dead too. And you're dead. What are you? You're dead. You're dead. Okay. The final three. These people actually have a chance. Uzi versus Omni-Man would be the equivalent of asking Omni-Man to fight Metro Man. Like, Omni-Man, he's strong. He can hit people with the force of a nuclear bomb, and he's killed entire races before. But the thing is with him is that I don't think he can survive a black hole. He can't even survive the force of the sun. So I don't think he could survive the force of being crushed into the size of an atom. And that's just the black hole business. She's also got levitation and all that stuff because it's Absolute Solver, and she can also copy things. So like, if he throws a rock at her, she can just grab it out of the air and then copy paste it 100 times and just throw it back at him. So if it's like max power, if it's like them at the height of their power, then I feel like Uzi with this, just I don't even think it's like a challenge. So I feel like Uzi would win in this situation. Yeva is a very interesting case because I think, like, I don't think I've seen her use black hole, but she very well can, I feel like. And then another thing is, like, she's got basically all the powers of Uzi, but she knows how to use it, I feel like. Ah, God, this one's a tough one. I think, yes, I think she could beat him. And the reason why is because of the, the levitation thing and the, all that stuff. Another interesting thing about it is that, like, maybe these characters with Absolute Solver, maybe they could, like, turn Omni-Man's head and, like, crack him up and then, like, just completely splat him onto the floor like the other. But I don't know. I think it's like, yeah, I think it's like, I've got it good where it is. And finally, Sin. Guys, it's Sin. This is the same creature that took over an entire planet. She slaughtered a spacefaring race of humans. She can teleport, use manipulation like cameras, holograms, black holes, obviously. She has the power of an entire planet. Like, if she can infect planets. So if she just infected Earth, I don't think Omni-Man's gonna do something against a planet. It's just like, yeah, he can kill things on the planet, but he can't kill the planet. So, it's just kind of like, is this even a challenge for Sin? I mean, we've already seen what Omni-Man had to deal with when it comes to teleportation. Or it is real teleportation, but there's a huge weakness to it, that being the fact that it's a building making Cecil teleport. So it's just kind of like, like, what are we doing here? Why is this even a challenge? Also, I find it very, very, very hard to believe that Uzi just kills Sin in one blow. Also, another thing, literally, even when you kill Sin, like, even when you rip Sin's freaking core out, she's still got a vessel. Like, the body is still alive. It's still alive. That's the thing. You can cut Sin's head off. She'll just pick it back up, put it back on, screw it on. Eviscerate any of Sin's body parts. She'll just like regrow them. In fact, all these characters can regrow them. But like, I don't think these three are gonna live long enough to regrow anything. Yeah, I don't know. This is my lineup. Okay, I might do a voiceover of this because I'm just gonna be real here. This voiceover sucks.